Hello, my friends. How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome back to a new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 6 today. And hey, you made it to the weekend. It's Saturday. It's football day. It's October. And it's the first weekend that you've had since the game has launched. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of you either enjoying your football or playing a lot of football here on FIFA. So have a great weekend, whatever it is you get up to. And thank you for your awesome support on the series so far. If you can carry that on by absolutely smashing the thumbs up button, that'd be brilliant. Hey, why not go for like 9 or 10,000 likes? That could be pretty awesome. And I'm hoping for some double uploads this weekend. Fingers crossed. So, you haven't forgotten, if you're new around here, to subscribe, right? Surely, if you're new around here. I say it all the time, but you won't have seen it if you're brand new. But subscribe, hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss this series every day, and that's the easiest way to make sure you never miss an episode. So I did say to you, actually, at the end of yesterday's video, that I was going to just list my team up. It's kind of like a rip the Band-Aid off kind of moment, where I decided that I wanted to change. I've used this team for a bunch of games now. I like to change my team a lot throughout the series. You'll find that out as we go on. Those of you that have been watching for years are like, yeah, this is a typical Tom thing. This is a typical Lasty thing. He likes to buy and sell players all the time. And normally that means that I lose coins because EA tax is a thing. It's 5% of every sale that you make or whatever. So, yeah, I'm bound to lose out on that. But actually, in terms of this squad, with the prices that the players are, I've genuinely done very, very well. A lot of the players had nearly doubled in price. Jude Bellingham, when I packed him, was like 15k. Sold him for 27.5 because the game's been out a few days longer or whatever. As you're watching this, we are, of course, over 24 hours into the game being fully launched globally for the regular edition. So I don't know what that will have done to the market. You might be sat there cringing, oh, Tom, you could have got like 50k for Jude Bellingham. Or you might be like, wow, you did well there. You sold him at a good time because now he's back down to 15k. So I have no idea. But at the time of playing this, it was the price that they were going for. And everything sold fairly quickly. So maybe I could have made a little bit more than what I did. But it would have been marginal. You know, I might have been at 123k instead of 118 if I listed everything for a tiny bit more. Probably wouldn't have even been at that, would I? So the squad is pretty much empty, but we do have Leroy Sané, a lone Thierry Henry, and we also have the big boy that we packed in yesterday's video. Is it Manuel Akanji? Am I making that up? I don't know. I don't know his first name, but I think it's Manuel Akanji. But we have Akanji anyway. And we also now have Bernardo Silva. I decided to go out and buy the Portugueser because I wanted him for the team. I was thinking that these small techie dribblers are the sort of thing that I want. Griezmann's going to make his way back into the starting 11 after I had some great success with him. And more of a proper defensive midfielder in Zakaria, 34k. That does seem a lot. That seems the sort of player that eventually I'm going to lose money on. That no doubt about it. But I've bought him. And I've got a central defensive midfield partnership of Zakaria, properly defensive, and then Thomas Lemar, who isn't great defensively, but I've been really enjoying him as a substitute in the middle of the park. So I also went out and bought Lucas Hernandez for Bayern Munich. He used to be like a left-back on the game, and I think that is his secondary position, but he's got this centre-back card with decent pace and good stats. And he's under 10,000 coins. So I thought that seems a bargain. He helps me get some chemistry to Leroy Sané. And then we end up going out and buying Edouard Mendy for our goalkeeper position. That helps with Premier League and probably Zakaria's chemistry as well. I don't think we're on full chem. I think maybe both of my fullbacks might be off chem by one. I'm not going to let that bother me throughout this series. If they're, I don't think they're going to play that much worse or anything. And I think the idea with this new chemistry system is to maybe have us not care so much about being on full chem all the time. I don't know. I'm still getting boosts on my players, just not quite as much. You have to be on literally 0 little pips of chemistry to get no boost, to play on base stats. So we're still getting some good things happening. So in order to actually make the chemistry work, I need to put the players in the right position. Luckily, Thomas Lemar has a right mid available to him, which made my team work. Otherwise, we would have been a bit in trouble. But I'd also been using quite a lot of my position modifiers, actually all of my position modifiers, in the advanced SBCs to make them a bit easier. So I had none left, so I had to go out and spend like 5,000 or 6,000 coins on them. Hopefully, they're just gonna be like super common. I hope, man. I hope we start packing them left, right, and center as well, just so that I've got so many in my club that I can use a bunch in SBCs, use a bunch on my team, change my team up, use position modifiers left, right, and center, and not have to go out and buy them. That would be ideal for me. I'd love that. So, yeah, we're going to play Bernardo Silva as a wide cam. I don't think he's particularly suited to that, but we'll give it a go. He's not the fastest, of course, but I think he's very tricky. He's incredible dribbling. So we'll give it a go. So we've got this new team, and Griezmann scores straight away. And it just, basically, he was reminding me, hey, Tom, I was scoring loads when I was playing last time, and then you benched me. What on earth are you doing, you moron? So I have to apologise because, yeah, he actually does deserve to start and be in the starting 11 because he's really good. And he's 2,000 coins. I can't actually believe it because he outplays his stats so very, very much. He scores again. Of course he does. And then we're going to pick the ball up with Bernardo Silva. And I hold that button to do the outside of the foot shot. And it does like a no-look skill shot and flies into the back of the net. And I was like, what have I just scored? I felt really bad for my opponent because that was a goal that the goalkeeper should have been getting to all day long. I brought on my walkout, Romelu Lukaku, that we got in yesterday's episode. Decided I'd give him a go in the second half, and he scored with literally his first touch. He has one of the best touch-to-goal ratios in the world on this game, I would say, for my club. And then we get a nice power shot with Leroy Sané, which forces a little rage quit into my opponent. Lovely stuff. We're now halfway through Division 9, 3 wins for the week. 5 wins to go until we can get our bigger and better rewards, which I will make sure I get this week, of course. And we head on into the next game. So Griezmann knocks it through to Thierry Henry. And this time I decide to chip the goalkeeper. If I would have powered up my power shot a couple of steps before, that probably would have also worked. However, I mean, I think every shot goes in on this game, no matter who strikes it, because that is a belter of a long shot from, I believe, Niakite with a 42 shooting. Make of that what you will. But I do score a power shot to put myself 2-1 up by half-time. I think I deserved it. I mean, to give that a 0.4 XG to my opponent for that long shot with a centre-back with 42 shooting, that's generous. Because he really didn't have much else other than that. But, of course, I of course do get another goal in the second half, win the game 3-1. I think I definitely deserved that one. And we are another tick along, 4 out of 8 wins, half the wins for the week already. As I was playing this, I think it was still only Thursday afternoon. So we can claim a small Prime Goal Players Pack for reaching level 14. The next level that we're going to get is going to, of course, unlock a level 15 player. I don't know. The only one I know who there is that 09 from Sunderland, who featured quite a lot in Sunderland Till I Die. I love that show. I know that it's pain for Sunderland fans to watch, but I really enjoy those sort of like behind the scenes at a football club type videos and shows. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I wasn't particularly getting on with Bernardo Silva. I love the man. I just don't think he's the right player in that position that we've got spare. So I thought, I'll sell him on and see what we can do with 64,000 coins. Maybe we can buy somebody else that's quite expensive. There was nobody really in that budget. So I had an idea to just bring in another Prem player from Man City, actually. What we're going to need to do is just move Thomas Lemar back into the centre mid spot, position modifier again, and then go out and buy a Riyad Mahrez, who I managed to pick up in the right mid position. So someone had already done the position modifier for me. and he had a chem style on, and yeah, I think he might be a little bit more suited to that wide cam. I know he's not particularly fast on this game this year, but 5-star skills, that sort of thing, maybe he would be, yeah, maybe just a bit more tricky and stuff out wide, whereas Bernardo Silva, I almost wanted to play Bernardo Silva exactly where Thomas Lemar is in the squad, that like ball playing CDM, and I know he'd do a brilliant job there, but like Thomas Lemar's doing an incredible job there. I can't take him out of the squad, and he is just like an 83 rated player that doesn't sell for much, but he's playing out of his skin, so I'm keeping him in the squad. He deserves to be there. Also, by the way, just as I noticed Lucas Hernandez making a tackle there, he has been playing like prime Maldini for me so far. I might still be conceding goals and stuff, but my goodness, I've really noticed a level up in one position in my team, and that is my centre-backs. I had Emre Can, I had Schlotterbeck, who were both, I thought, decent. But since using Lucas Hernandez, a nice 84 rated card, and then that 84 rated Informa Kanji, like, they are both so solid, so very good at actually winning the ball back, which is an area that I really, really struggled on before. Now, we end up getting beat in this game, which looks weird considering I've just been praising my centre-backs. But, you know, my centre-backs are good, I'm just trash. And this guy literally dominated in the second half. I don't know what changed. Maybe handed the controller to his big brother or something. I don't know. But that was enough FIFA for me for that day, because that game wound me up big time. For those of you that don't know me, I do get a bit stressed at this game. I know I like to come across nice and jovial and happy in the videos, but I do get mad at this game. I think everyone does, right? That's normal. But the one thing in particular that really grinds my gears is having a lack of possession, because I'm not in control of the game then. At that point, I'm fully getting dominated by my opponent, whereas I want to at least be fairly in control and have some of the ball and maybe make some opportunities. But if none of that is happening, I'm having a bad time. So, in order to end the episode off, I figured we would go through the marquee matchups for this week. Comes out every Thursday night, and the packs for this one weren't particularly brilliant. I think we got better packs last week before the game was like really out. I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but yeah, this is sorry, it sounds like I got a frog in my throat, doesn't it? Anyway, this right here is the marquee matchups for effectively like launch week. And there's a lot of like Electrum and mixed packs, which I'm not a huge fan of because you get less golds in those. I just want gold players because they're the ones that are going to be worth something. But you know what? I bet if I check some of them silver prices, somebody's using them somewhere for something. So yeah, I'll probably be able to sell them on for nearly 1,000 coins or something like that. Boards in pack number 3 then, or pack number 4, whatever it is. It's Jesus Navas. I think I've already got him, but of course marquee matchups is always tradable, thank goodness. I bet next year it isn't. You know, this year they've taken away the tradable advanced SBCs. I bet next year marquee matchups is the one to go, innit? I bet your life. We'll see. We'll see. We've got to wait like 360 days or something to find out. But in the next pack, we end up getting ourselves Kondogbia. Actually looks a bit of a beast. I wonder if he's got a secondary position of centre-back. I should check that. We also pack Bruno G. Some would say the best Bruno in the Prem. And those people would probably be Newcastle fans that really love him. He is a great player, isn't he? He's a fantastic player. Yeah, like, just class in the middle. But is he better than Bruno Fernandes? Hey, you let me know. On FIFA, there's quite a big difference. So I think Bruno Fernandes is an 86 on this game. But yeah, Lucas Hernandez, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trying to up his price for any reason, but he is great and he's cheap. So if you're looking for a good Bayern or France or Bundesliga centre-back, there's a fantastic option. As well as Thomas Lemar. This guy runs the midfield for me. He's awesome. He really fits what works on this game, I found. And yeah, I mean, look at that. 11 goals, 6 assists in 7 games for Griezmann. How did I ever drop him? He's got to stay in the team for a while now, hasn't he? He might not be like the most desirable card, but he's got a wonderful left foot, I'll tell you that. And his positioning is great. So, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, that is going to be the end of the episode for today. I say that there could potentially be a second upload. I might save it for tomorrow night, or I might upload it tonight. I'm not too sure yet, but you'll get at least one double upload this weekend. So like I said, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that and turn the notification bell on, because yeah, you normally look for a lunchtime video of the RTG, but the double uploads will be later at night, so you don't want to miss that. And then you'll be all over the place. You won't be able to catch up with the series, and things will just go downhill, and you don't want that. All right, so subscribe. Also, smash the thumbs up on the video. We're looking for 9,000-10,000 likes. Go for your life and absolutely hammer that that thumbs up button. Thank you for that. Follow me on social media: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. That's about all I've got. So yeah, follow them down below, and have a great day. Ipswich Town versus Portsmouth today. Over 28,000 seats sold in the 3rd tier of English football. Cannot wait to get down to Portman Road and enjoy that today. Have a great one, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you later. Peace.